Hello, this is another replay from one of the tournaments that I did. This is a single faction tourney, so you might see a few Empire games. But we're against the Chaos Dwarves. I think Empire does have the advantage in that Chaos Dwarves are one of the factions that have issues with cap weight. And you can see, I still bring a billion state infantry over here. We have Boris Todbringer just because, as I said, Chaos Dwarves rely on hobgoblins a lot. So with his Blood Roar and his Crush the Weak, which I think I brought, I guess I didn't. Anyway, Blood Roar is really good. It helps you tear out the goblins a bit faster. He's a very sustainable fighter, so he's a pretty good option, I think. We can see here the Free Company Militia are harrying the Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders, so that did prevent him from getting the cap. If he stayed for like a second longer, he probably could have got it, but yeah, I think he could have afforded to stay a little bit longer at least. And then our Huntsmen, I honestly don't think Huntsmen are great against Chaos Dwarves. I just kind of brought them for some reason. But they are giving me some little ranged pressure so that he did bring a bunch of Hobgoblin Cutthroats. We can see them, we're shooting them. So that's okay. And we do have a cannon at the back, which my opponent will use this building to try and hide his Blazing Beards. He also hides his Infernal Fireglaves a little bit by putting them in the trees. And you can see his Firecaster is going forward. I probably should have realized that he wants to use a Burning Head, which I think he does at some point. Other than that, he does have a Deathstreak rocket launcher. Oh yeah, there we go. If he waited for the Burning Head like a second later, he probably could have wrecked my infantry line too, honestly. So even though it does do a lot of damage to my Huntsman, I think he should have waited for this, because I decided to bring like a big spaghetti line for some reason. That was a big mistake, but I wasn't punished for that too bad, so that's fine. We have Hobgoblins and Chaos Dwarf Warriors defending his side point. And yeah, the Deathstreak rocket launcher, he is hiding behind the trees, but he's still able to fire, which is one of the big advantages of the Deathstreak rocket launcher. I was expecting a magma cannon. That's why I thought the cannon would be good, but this is a good play, unless it hits the trees, which I don't think it does. And yeah, you can see he is aiming at my infantry. The little scatter shot does do a lot of damage, and the Blazing Beards I think also fired there. I decided to kind of go a bit ham with Boris, but he does get Sadistic Snare, which I mean, it's not that big of a deal, because even though he's getting hit by the Deathstreak and getting attacked by Zatan, he will heal. And I brought the Metal Caster with just Searing Doom and Plague of Rust. I probably could have brought Final Transmutation for this. Oh, yeah, you can see I'm kind of moving my guys a little bit so that Burning Heads don't do as much damage. And yeah, the Blazing Beards of Hasherik, they used all their ammo. They're coming in to fight, but I think I used Plague of Rust on them at some point. Anyway, so yeah, we have double Grenade Launcher Outriders trying to shoot at the Chaos Dwarves, because the only issue we might have is against his armor. Like against Dwarves, Empire has the issue that they have a lot of armor, and you know, Empire has issues with armor. So Grenade Launchers are the answer, but they are getting shot by the Fireglaves. I think I do try to train my cannons on the Infernal Fireglaves at some point, and he has a big ol' Hobgoblin line squad, which we have some Huntsmen at the back. He can't really dive the Great Cannons because we have cavalry, stuff like that. Yeah, anyway, as I said, even though a lot of our infantry started to rout, like we are routing a lot, we still have so much capture weight, and he's kind of blocked up here a little bit, so that's giving us time for the victory points. And yeah, here we go. We use the Plague of Rust, just the basic cast, and then we send in the Empire Knights and Boris a little bit to try and damage them a little bit. And yeah. And yet the opponent is grouping up a little bit too much here, but it's just Orc Laborers, some Chaos Warriors, I guess. But they are getting wrecked by their own Burning Head a little bit. We also are shooting with the Grenade Launchers and the Huntsmen, and we use the Searing Doom there. And you can see we're kind of trying to harry the Infernal Guard a little bit. good thing about cannon is that it can kill Infernal Guard pretty well, because you know each shot kills, let's say, 3 or 4 models. Since they only have 80 models, that's actually pretty good. Our grenade launchers coming back and trying to shoot these orc laborers. I feel like orc laborers are pretty bad. I think literally just regular goblin laborers are better. So I don't know why he brought like so many orc laborers. But yeah. So yeah, we're finally starting to kill the blazing beards of Berserk. I think they pretty much got their cost back, but we are basically folding some of his front line and our routing units are coming back. You can see that he is starting to get the cap point, but not very quickly. And we have a lot of ranged at the back that he does have a few running units, but they're all kind of like in the left, and we're over chasing a little bit there, but they're all in the left. If they decided to go to the right, I think they could have just annihilated a lot of my ranged core over here. Boris has been getting hit by a bunch of Death Streak rockets and stuff, but he's fine, yeah. See, he's like just healing, so he can just come back anyways. And yeah. So he managed to finally capture the middle point, but you can see cannonballs are coming in a little bit. We are running over his orc laborers. Searing Doom, not the best cast there, but that's fine. Yeah, and the characters here, so Zatan is good. On foot he's pretty cheap and he's a good combat lord. But I feel like at that point you might as well have just brought like a fire lord. Like even if he's on foot, just a regular fire sorcerer lord, and that would like save you maybe 1,400 gold. And then you can bring like more chaos dwarfs to just swarm the point a bit better, because we do start oh yeah, so I realized that this guy kind of chased the hobgoblin a bit too much, so I decide I can try to go over here. And I do notice that he has like chaos warriors and stuff here, so I think I moved them a bit later, but for now that's happening. We are losing the point right now, but because these orc laborers are doing so badly, like they cost maybe 200 now, I think. Like they get 36 value because they got charged by Empire Knight. They're really bad. I think that's one of the main reasons that I'm kind of winning right now. And yeah, our halberds. So halberdiers, if you bring them out in the late game, they're pretty good, because as long as they don't get like burning headed or anything, they can get their value back. They're fighting the hobgoblin wolf riders, which is great. A great matchup for them. We're also getting the hobgoblins stuck on spears, and the huntsmen are kind of safe. We still have the cannon going. It has been shooting at the fire glaze basically non-stop, so you can see they are basically dying. And now, because his orc labor force is just so terrible, we're starting to get the point back with our Vanguard Free Company militia. And yeah, when the orc laborers just come forward, we can also just shoot them with the Free Company, and that does, yeah, you can see a lot of damage. Just regular Free Company fire doing a lot of damage. We can also get the grenade launchers in as well, and they rout before they can even come into contact, I'm pretty sure, most of the time. So don't bring orc laborers. And yeah, we're getting the point back. We already have an advantage, so if we get the point back for a long enough time, we'll just win by points. The one thing that he has been doing good with, I think, is the wolf raiders with the bows. They have been kind of annoying, but they also haven't been doing too much either, I guess. Yeah. So not being able to compromise the cannons means that his elite units kind of die, and he just sends a swarm of orc laborers that just does nothing. I think Chaos Dwarves can beat Empire. It's just a matter of orc laborers are not good, and he brings a lot of them. Yeah, and yeah, I think Gold Wizard, they're a good choice against Chaos Dwarves. I just haven't been using them very well. Like, I think I missed a bunch of Searing Dooms. Plague of Rust also wasn't super good. So maybe bring Final... no, I guess... Yeah, Fireglaves, they did okay, especially considering they were getting shot by the cannon the entire game. The Blazing Beards did okay. These Chaos Dwarves, I don't know what happened. I guess I must have like... No, I guess they were in the trees. The ones that were defending his main point. Oh, actually, yeah, the Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders have actually not done very well. I think they cost like close to 600, so definitely not doing good. The Death Streaker, I thought it did a lot more damage, but I guess they were mostly shooting at like cheap infantry, so didn't get its value back either. The only thing that went really good for him is the Demon Smith Fire lore, I guess. He had a Bull Centaur Torque in the back for some reason. Yeah, see? 30, wow, look at these guys. They cost 200 gold. They got 36, 38, 13, and 45 value. That's pretty bad performance. Yeah, don't bring Orc Laborers. They, I think they are literally worse than the Goblin Laborers. Other than that, Boris didn't do very good. Like, I think he went to attack Zatan for like a few seconds, got his butt kicked, ran away, and then like started terror routing, and that was about it. Yeah, Huntsmen, they didn't do bad, but probably don't want to bring them against Chaos Dwarfs, I guess. Halberdiers did pretty good. Free Company, they just kind of were getting started. I had the Royal Altar of Griffites, just didn't have the time to summon them out. Grenade launchers, one of them I think got caught, but the other did good. Grenade launchers do help you with the Chaos Dwarf like armor check, so yeah. I definitely think Chaos Dwarfs can beat Empire, just not with Orc Laborers.